Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my monthly anti-haul for the month of December. So if you guys want to anti-haul some stuff with me, if you like roasting makeup, then this is the video for you. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I try to post about 3 to 4 times a week, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so in true KARENHARRIS fashion, my November anti-haul was super late, so I'm trying to stay on top of it. So we're filming my December anti-haul and it's like the 4th of January, so please say a little prayer that I get this one up in time. I had a bit of a comment the other time I posted my anti-haul and somebody's like, why are you always so behind on your anti-hauls? And I'm like, well, they're monthly anti-hauls, so I only post one once a month, and I typically talk about the products in the previous month, so I feel like it's like I'm doing the best I can here. I'm not going to anti-haul something that just launched last week because there is a possibility I might end up buying it. I mean, there's stuff that I anti-haul a month ago that I end up buying. So, I mean, if there's any feedback that you guys want to give me on making it better, but I feel like a monthly is like perfect. It's the perfect amount of time for me to accumulate new things to talk about. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of channels don't do like a monthly anti-haul, and I feel like it's good balance for me because I have a lot of new makeup on my channel. So if you guys have feedback, let me know, but I still really enjoy my anti-hauls and I feel like you guys do too. So yeah, let's talk about some crappy products that launched in December, and let's talk about whether I bought them, whether I didn't buy them, was it easy, was it tough to say no to. I'm really excited because I feel like the sales are still like getting to me. I'm still waiting for stuff that I ordered over the holidays. There's so much new makeup that launched in December. So yeah, it's been rough out there trying to say no to this stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to take a little gander here. Let's go ahead and see what Miss Trend Mood has been posting. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to anti-haul is this new collection from Too Faced. So this is the Pinker Times Ahead collection. There's some beautiful blushes. These are $29 and they're diffused satin and diffused matte finishes. So they look super duper pretty. The thing is, I feel like Too Faced hasn't had a good blush collection since they did those heart blushes. So I hope these go well for them. I don't think these shades are unique enough for me to pick up, and if I'm shopping blush, like you guys know, I'm like a blush magpie, so it was a little hard for me to like ignore these, but I think they look okay. None of the shades are like buy me, okay, so that was an okay easy thing for me to pass on. Then we have the palette, which I felt like looked so light and uninspiring. I mean, I love a good pink eyeshadow. I love like candy shades and like spring shades, and this has like potential, but I don't love this layout and I'm just not interested in it. So the palette was an easy pass. We also have a pink blush highlight, which is not really my color. I don't prefer lighter pink highlight shades, so that was a pass. There is a longwear setting spray. There is a waterproof gel liner in Killer Pink, which is a neon liner. That sounds kind of interesting. And then they launched the Better Than Sex Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara in a new shade, which is brown, which I think will be really interesting for people that love to wear brown mascara. So yeah, overall, it's an easy pass for me. So I'm going to be skipping that one. And then Sephora really loves to do these like favorite sets. And I know at one point on YouTube, it definitely felt like very trendy to review sets like this. But the thing is, with my collection being as big as it is, when I look at these sets, I feel like, oh, it's a bunch of minis, first of all. And I don't know, I do like full-size products. And then it's like, they get lost in my collection. I was also just filming like a Shop My Stash video where I was talking about like no buys are impossible for me, but I like people that do like category no buys. And I'm like working on a list because there's definitely parts of my collection where it's just too much. And one of the big ones is lippies. And I still haven't filmed my lipstick declutter. So the last thing I personally need is a favorite set. This is really cute though. It has the Clinique Black Honey, Laneige Lip Balm, NARS Lip Balm, Charlotte Tilbury Lip Balm, and the Rare Beauty Lip Liner. That's a full size, and the Charlotte Tilbury is a full size. So for $28, you're getting 2 full-size products that are definitely going to be valued more than $28. So it's a good deal in that sense if you don't have a lot of lip products and you kind of want to get into it. But for me, it's just not practical at this point in time. Next, we have Charlotte Tilbury's Lunar New Year collection. I think the packaging of this is stunning, and I know that people that celebrate the Lunar New Year, I think part of it is like Christmas for us is like buying gifts, and red is like a very, I think it's like a lucky color in the lunar like traditions. So this is definitely not for me, but I think it's so beautiful. And for the makeup collectors out there that celebrate the Lunar New Year, I understand. And if I needed like a new airbrush setting spray, or if I needed like a red lipstick, or if I needed to pick up a Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, I think I would buy it in the limited edition packaging because it's beautiful. But I don't need any of those products. Although I only have a little bit left of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but I recently decluttered my setting sprays and I have a lot of setting spray I need to get through. So setting spray is definitely one of those categories that's on my like no buy list at the moment. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. Next, we have this collection from Dior, and this is the Dior Dressed with Misa print. What is this collection called? Dior Forever. There's a foundation, an eyeshadow palette, some lipsticks, and yeah, all the things. The packaging, first of all, is like the most attractive thing to me in this collection. Like if I could get a Dior book tote in that print, I wouldn't be mad about it. I don't know much about the foundation or anything. The eyeshadow palette looks so beautiful, but how much is it? It's like, does it say how much? 50? No, how much is the eyeshadow palette? Trendmood didn't say, but if I had to guess, it's gotta be, what, like $75? Maybe $100? I don't know. But if I find the price, I'll put it on the screen. I'm sure it's more than I would want to pay for those colors. So it's a skip for me, but the packaging is beautiful. I just am not drawn to a lot of the Dior makeup, and especially like luxury eyeshadow palettes. I hardly ever buy them. Okay, next we have from ColourPop. I did buy the Sage the Day palette, but there were actually 2 palettes that they launched in this collection, and the other one is Petals in Point pressed powder palette for $14. And if you know me, you know why I didn't buy this eyeshadow palette. It's very soft, it's very neutral, it's definitely not my vibes. Looking at it almost makes me want to take a nap, but yeah, it's just not for me. It's very girly though and very cute. So Dior was on the prowl, I guess. So they launched a Dior Forever Velvet Veil, which is a, what is that? It is a clean blurring matte primer, and then they launched a Forever Glow Veil Glow Primer. I, again, recently decluttered my primers as well, and I have plenty to use up, so I'm going to skip that. And then we have from the brand Morphe, we have this humongous collection called their Ultra Lavender collection. So there's a purple palette, which I feel like they've definitely made before. We've got face and eye brushes, lip glosses, a pressed highlighter, some cream blushes. I think these are available now at Ulta. I think I saw it on the Ulta website. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some things that Morphe makes that aren't terrible, but I don't know, I'm just not really into that, and so it's an easy skip for me. I did hear, I think, that Morphe is closing all their brick and mortar stores, So I've heard like there's crazy sales at Morphe stores. I don't know. I don't live by a Morphe store, so I can't confirm, but I think I've heard from a few people now that maybe they're like gonna file for bankruptcy, or I don't know if they filed for bankruptcy. So if you guys have any tea on that, let me know. But yeah, I think it might be the beginning of the end for them. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are on that, or if you've heard anything about that. Because I'm sure there's a lot of brands that work with them and stuff that are probably gonna take a hit as well. Okay, next we have from Jill Stewart Beauty. The only person I watch on YouTube that talks about Jill Stewart is Tara Babies, and she does a weekly haul on her channel, and she has a lot of their blushes, which got me curious about their blushes, but it looks like they're launching a spring collection, and there's some brow palettes, some blush balm tints, some eyeshadow palettes, some nail polish, some other stuff, some mascara, some brow mascara. Overall, I think I heard Angie say that they're a very like Asian like skincare slash makeup brand. I think she maybe had said that she saw a lot of their stores when she was in Japan. Obviously, I've never been to Japan, so what the heck do I know? This is secondhand information that I'm getting from my friend. I'm just not really into this type of makeup, so it's an easy skip for me. I have a very unpopular opinion when it comes to dry shampoo. I'm still on a journey to find a dry shampoo I really like, so Olaplex is teasing a dry shampoo. I don't know if this is out by now. If somebody was to make a good one, I guess it would be Olaplex, but I really try hard not to buy dry shampoo because as much as I want them to work for me, they never do. So it's a pass on that for me, although I'm dying to know what people think of that particular one because Olaplex is really well known for their hair products. And then we have lashes from Artist Couture. These are faux lashes that are vegan, cruelty-free, and handmade. So I really like lashes. I don't wear them a ton, but they're so beautiful. My favorite lashes are Sigma, Unearthly. I know that Blend Money makes some lashes, and the Kiss lashes. Those are really nice too for the drugstore. So I'm not going to go out of my way to buy lashes from Artist Couture, if I'm being honest with you guys. And then we have from the brand Valentino, they launched some new products, and these are their basically like eyeshadow slash blushes. I thought it was really interesting because I'm like, how does that work? But they picked like pretty universal shades, so that was kind of a cute idea, I guess. And then they have these beautiful lipsticks, which look like really pretty shades. I do have the Valentino foundation. I think that's the only thing I've tried from them, and I really like it, but the rest is just kind of a pass for me as far as like blushes that are like also eyeshadows go. Okay, this one is another snooze fest in my opinion. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Please collection, and this is a dreamy vintage inspired palette. They also launched a bunch of cheek dews, French Kiss lip creams, and some color sticks. I will say that there are a lot of products from ColourPop that I really like, and then there's these products that I feel like they do so many iterations of, and I'm like, no, why? Like, I didn't love the cheek dews, so unless they change the formula, I don't see myself trying them. I'm not a big fan of the color sticks. I mean, I like cream products, but I didn't like the formula of those. So yeah, there's a lot of things where they'll do like full collections, and I'm like, why? That's awful. I don't want another one of those. And they just come out back to back to back with every single version, every single shade of a particular product. Do you feel like there's any ColourPop products that you feel that way about? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Then we have this palette from LC Cosmetics, and honestly, I sometimes wonder how these brands like stay afloat because LC hasn't launched anything in like eons as far as I know. I remember Kathleen Lights used to promote them heavily back in the day. I don't know if she was maybe friends with the owner or what, but they just launched this like minimalist special edition volume 2 on the Rocks palette, and it's an all shimmer neutral palette, and I just feel like we all have that, and I'm not gonna go to like a very specific, like unheard of indie brand to buy a bunch of neutral eyeshadows, if you know what I mean. Okay, next we have from Fenty. This is the limited edition like blue 5-piece navy collection that they launched. So there was a lipstick fill and a case, along with pencil eyeliner and a mirror and a makeup bag. I think this is such a fun little thing for Fenty lovers, or if somebody wants to try the brand, it could be a fun way to do it. Just an easy pass for me. And then we have from the brand Sonia G, they launched 2 brushes, or no, they launched a single brush and then a trio. So the face brush was $195, and then the Traditions trio was $140. I know that some people are very enthusiastic collectors of Sonia G. I do have some of her brush sets, like I have her eye brush sets, like 2 of them, and they're so good. And I'm not gonna lie, when I purchased those, I definitely used Afterpay to buy them because I didn't want to cough up the full amount right away. And I don't regret buying them because they're excellent, but I mean, I like them, I love them, they're really nice, but I definitely reach for my Sigma brushes way more, and I feel like cost per wear is a lot more within my budget when it comes to the Sigma brushes, so I did skip on those Sonia G ones. And then we have, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to talk about in this anti-haul. I don't have a ton of time to film this today, so hopefully we talked about enough products. But this is the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is a gel primer, and it's actually a niacinamide primer. I'm not a big fan of niacinamide, and I'm not a big fan of these Power Grip primers. It seems like e.l.f. is one of those brands that's duping a lot of brands out there, and once they find a concept, they do multiple versions of the same thing. So yeah, it's interesting, not something that I want. I want to try and use up my primers. Again, another thing that I need to add into my category no buy is primers, because I bought a primer during the Sephora sale. I bought the Huda one, and I barely reached for that one too. So primers are they just don't have a place in my collection, and I just need to make peace with that. I feel like I'm pretty good about not buying them now, but when I was going through my primer drawer, I definitely had a lot of primers, and so yeah, I just need to use them up, get them out of here, and just be happy with moisturizer, because that's just what works for me. I haven't found a primer that's changed my life. So I know some people are very attached to their primers, but that's just not my journey at this current moment in time. Okay, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed my first anti-haul for 2023. Let me know, what products did you pass on in the month of December? You guys know I'm nosy, and I love to talk about the makeup I didn't buy as well, because it definitely helps me out to kind of talk things through with you guys, and hopefully you find these videos valuable as well. But yeah, I'd love to hear what products you didn't purchase, what products you wish you had purchased. This is a safe place. It's a judgment-free zone. So I will catch you guys in another anti-haul very soon, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the new year. Bye, guys.